Hey, it's Dan, welcome back. You are watching iAllegedly, and one thing that all my friends have continually asked me is, where do you want to go now that you're getting better? And the first place was Dog Beach in Huntington Beach, California. And guys, the tide is out an absolute ton, but there are hundreds of dogs out here today, and it's just an absolute beautiful day. They're all running around. There's so much news to talk about right now. Before I get into it, let's please take a second to please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, share this with all your friends and colleagues, and let's get into it. Bad news, producer price index is absolutely skyrocketing, and this is something that affects each and every one of us. And the market really didn't respond to it that negatively. People are out, just acting like it's no big deal. But guys, inflation is an absolute mess right now. And shrinkflation is a real problem. In fact, I'll tell you a quick little story. I was gonna take my daughter to her favorite Chinese restaurant for all her fantastic care in the last 2.5 weeks for me. And we get there, and the wait, 2.5 hours, okay? Couldn't get around it. We ended up at, of all places, Claim Jumper. And my daughter ordered a steak, and the steak is now 3.5 ounces. I'm not kidding you. Sirloin steak, 3.5 ounces. I'm telling you guys, it was literally this big, okay? So you're starting to see them cut back on everything. Remember, Claim Jumper's this place that all they do is talk about how great their portions are, and I'm telling you, it was like a chicken McNugget, how small the steak was. So that being said, are you guys seeing this? Because we're seeing the shrinkflation all over the place. It's absolutely a mess, and they're just cutting back on everything. Tuna, cans of tuna, somebody sent me pictures of where tuna was 6 and 8 ounce cans that are now down to 5 ounce cans and charging $1 more for the tuna. So share your thoughts on this, guys. I really want to know what you think. Inflation is the biggest problem right now in our country. I really believe that. I think it's one of the biggest worldwide problems with the economy right now. The producer price index, which determines wholesale pricing basically on everything. It's a lot of different indices, and it rose from a year ago 8.3%. 8.3%. Guys, inflation's going to be shooting up monthly like this. I think that the economists, they were surprised. Oh, this is a big shock. We had no idea that it was going to be this bad. Okay, well, okay, how could you not know it was going to be that bad? And number two, you guys, this is affecting absolutely every industry. I reached out to you guys and said, tell me what's doing well, what industries are doing well. Certain sectors are doing well, certain construction companies are doing great, certain areas are doing well. But guys, in general, you're seeing prices destroy the average little guy. And what they're doing is they're playing games with the quantities, they're playing games with the size of meat, the size of steaks. We talked about this in the last video, that meat prices are up 50%. But guys, you're gonna see inflation shoot up. And now the economists, who are all wrong, all told us that everything's gonna be fine, no big deal, it's with my friend, whatever, okay? The whole problem with this is that they were wrong. Again, I want an economist to be right. I want an economist to tell me what Christmas is gonna be like. That's what I want. I want them to make a bold statement and say, we're gonna have the bleakest Christmas on the planet Earth, or it's gonna be great. And by the way, guys, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 cargo ships that I can count from Huntington Beach, California right now. 23, guys, okay? That is our goods and services from other countries right now, okay? Hey, Rosie, you enjoying yourself, Rosie? Hey, Okay, next story. Do you guys use the App Store for purchases? Well, Apple just got hit with something that is amazing. And a judge just ruled against them on a permanent injunction that they have to let third-party developers let people go from the App Store to their site for payment. The App Store, since the day it was set up, back in the Steve Jobs days, they had a 30% commission that Apple would make. And they made billions of dollars on this. Billions and billions and billions of dollars on this. Now, the company that runs Fortnite, okay, Epic Games, they were like, pass, I'm not interested in this, okay? They thought it was unfair, and they sued Apple over this. Lengthy court battle that went on for years, and sure enough, they won. Now, but what they did was they had the judge issue the ruling directly, and the judge issues the ruling that they cannot change this. They cannot fight this. In 90 days, when you go to the App Store, you may not be dealing with Apple anymore. You may be dealing with these third parties, and or basically the game developer, and they can set their own price and not have to pay that. This is going to kill Apple, and they're going to lose billions of dollars for this. I mean, I really want to see what the estimated loss is going to be, because it's going to be unbelievable with how bad it's going to be. So, you know, I have an iPhone. I like it. Use the App Store quite a bit. You know, iTunes, music, stuff like that. But again, 30% is a lot of money, guys. And this is just going to change things to open it up. So, you know, if your kids use Fortnite, if they play those games, I'm sure you've been hit with different fees and different things like that you didn't want to pay. Well, now you're going to get to buy it through this company directly, and it's going to set it off for everybody else. So share your thoughts on that, if you think it's fair, if you think it's right. I know a lot of people are sick of Apple, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. And will you buy the iPhone 46 when it comes out this week? I'm kidding. I don't know what the next iPhone is. I think it's 12 or 13 or whatever, but 14, 19. Anyway, share your thoughts, guys. Really want to know what you think. Now this is utterly fascinating to me, and that is Toyota. Toyota just announced that they're cutting production. Not because they're missing parts, not because of this, because of that, but in September, they're going to cut back production by 70,000 units. 70,000 cars. October, they're going to cut back 330,000 cars in the month of October. They do not see normalcy coming back until mid-2022. Well, why is that, guys? Is it inflation? Is it, what is it, guys? Okay? So, that being said, guys, Toyota's got a real problem, and they see demand problems. They see that cars are not selling. And again, we saw this with the Ford F-150, where they finally admitted that certain things may not be moving. Why would Toyota just cut back? The reason for that is that there's less demand for new cars, guys. People don't have the money for new cars worldwide. It's a real problem. Share your thoughts on this, guys. I really want to know what you think. We're starting to see more warning signs coming from everywhere on the economy, the stock market. Now it's Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank has done something that people have said is very uncharacteristic of them, and that they are saying that the economy, inflation's going to kill everything. It's going to absolutely destroy the middle class. It is going to be a huge problem, and they see an impending stock market crash of epic proportions. So that being said, you know, do you guys listen to people like Deutsche Bank when they do this? And again, in the next 45 days, they anticipate that there's going to be a problem between now and the end of October. And again, guys, the thing that is crazy, the thing that's insane with all of this is that no matter how bad the news is, things still in the stock market continue to go up a little bit. Yeah, it went down a little bit this week, but nothing drastic and nothing major to speak of. But you're starting to see other Wall Street insiders talk about how this is going to be a real problem. It's crazy to come out here, guys, when there's no waves and the tide is really far out. You can walk out really far. There are absolutely hundreds of dogs out here too today. But do you listen to people like Deutsche Bank? Does this interest you in how you feel about the economy? I mean, I think that things are just treading along right now. I think that the average person has no money. I think that people are sick of their jobs, and instead of just going to look for something new, no. And again, I'm really curious. I have friends I've reached out to that were getting the pandemic unemployment. Haven't talked to them yet on what they're going to do, but I don't think they're looking for jobs. I just don't. And I think that you're going to see more and more and more problems in the coming months. Between now and Christmas, I think it's going to be really bleak in the economy, personally. You know, it's interesting. There were 3 programs that business owners and the average person could have gotten during this time. One of them was the restaurant grant. Restaurant owners in this could have gotten up to $10 million for their restaurant, and there was almost $29 billion that was given out and disseminated. They anticipate that there were 300,000 businesses that got shortchanged on that. And now these businesses are getting together and saying, hey, we want some money, guys. We need some help. We need some relief, or we're going to be done. And again, you're going to see more and more restaurants. I think the most vulnerable business in the country right now is the restaurant chain right now. I really do. I think you're going to see a massive amount of them go out of business between now and Christmas. The next thing is the rent moratorium money, which is still, think about this, guys. We're still talking about this. There was almost $40 billion that was supposed to be given out to people in rent moratorium relief that was not given out, okay? So that being said, guys, people are starting to get evicted. Landlords are getting incredibly creative. What they're telling them is that it's popular here in California is we're remodeling the units, we're moving in the units, you got 60 days. So they're doing 60-day evictions on people left and right and kicking them out of the units. The final thing is the SBA EIDL money. There's still grant money available, and people are not getting that. So again, guys, I really think that there is no stimulus. There's nothing on the horizon for anything. The infrastructure bill that you've heard so much talked about has got nothing for the average Joe. Free internet, that's it, guys. Sir Richard Branson, our favorite astronaut. This guy, before he got shut down, he sold $800 million worth of the stock for Virgin Galactic. $800 million worth of stock for Virgin Galactic, guys. Isn't that absolutely crazy to think about? They had all these warnings, all these different problems. And again, I just think that this whole space thing, I think, is absolutely lunacy when the world is having such problems. And this guy and Musk and Bezos, all they want to do is they're concerned about space, okay? Anyways, share your thoughts, guys. I think it's ridiculous. That's a horse. Just wanted to do a quick video for you today, guys. I'm going to end it with just a couple quick stories, and that is, first things first is paint. Paint is going to have a real problem getting to the stores in the next 60 and 90 days. You're going to see product run out. You're going to see inconsistency with multiple manufacturers. They're blaming the paint freeze in Texas, but it's really distribution and supply problems that they're having right now with this. And with that, you're going to see more and more paint problems. And again, it's inevitable that you'll do a remodel and the wall that you scuff will be the one that you can't match. It's really important that you get the same dye lots, you get the same mixture, you get the same color, get the same everything. From growing up in construction, it's a real problem. The last thing is, this is insane because CNBC just said that the store Macy's is going to do great between now and the end of the year, which I don't believe. I've been in Macy's lately and they look barren. They look horrible. I was in a Kohl's this week. In fact, I was in 2 separate Kohl's because I had coupons and Kohl's cash, and they had no men's inventory. I'm telling you guys, they had no shirts. They had nothing for men that was new. It was summer short sleeve shirts, no long sleeve shirts. It was really, really depressing. And I asked both stores, where's the inventory? When are you guys getting more shirts and male product? It may be 30 to 45 days. Well guys, that's pushing November. So anyways, share your thoughts guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with all your friends and colleagues. I just wanted to do a quick dog beach video. I was desperate to get out here again. Onward and upward. Don't forget, if you guys want to get a Webull account, you can get free stock. Somebody got an Apple share this week from signing up for that thing. So they're giving the Apple shares out, guys. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget to join the email list, which is below. And if you want to join the Patreon list, join the Patreon list. You have more access to me. Good luck to you guys. I will see you guys very, very soon.